If you want to see what the power of Google can do for your business, then listen carefully, because Bazoogle Buzz is an amazing tool that is going to change your business forever. Take small business owner Gary Harrington, who owns an acrylic display manufacturing company in Madison, Wisconsin. Now, Gary was keen on finding something different when he saw that normal outbound advertising methods weren't working as well as they should have. He realized that users could now block his advertising messages with technology and services like TiVo to block TV ads, Caller ID to block cold calls, and no solicitation lists to block direct mail. And it's not just Gary. In general, businesses are finding that consumers are blocking or ignoring their marketing messages. This is because consumers know that they can get the information about the products and services they want, when they want, and on their terms. They know they don't need to respond to a business's urgent marketing message. So what does all of this look like? Traditional outbound marketing blasts your message out to the masses with the hope that some will be interested in your product or service. But as we just mentioned, consumers are ignoring your messages because they know they can find products and services on their terms. While mass marketing does find your prospects, the cost is high and the conversions are low. The key for your business is to get in front of the people who are searching for your products and services. So what is that place? 97% of consumers go to the internet to find products and services. And when they search for those products and services on the internet, 90% use search engines like Google, Bing, and Yahoo. And finally, 68% of all search engine traffic goes through the Google search engine. Gary Harrington realized this and knew that he had to make sure that his business was found in Google. And the easiest way he knew of was with Google AdWords. So he bought some ads and immediately found himself listed in the paid ad spaces here and here. Unfortunately, Gary did not get the results that he was hoping for. And it wasn't because people weren't searching for his keywords. It was because consumers have been conditioned to ignore the pay-per-click ads. Because generally, they've learned that they don't produce the most relevant listings. In fact, if you have the top space in the right column, you're only going to get 1 to 2 clicks for every 100 times your keyword is searched. And if your ad is in the first position in the primary AdWords space, you only get 2 to 3 clicks for every 100 times your keyword is searched. A better solution would be to get your business listed in the green highlighted organic space right here. Consumers know that clicking on just about any one of the listings in the organic space on the first page is going to generate more relevant results than the paid advertising spaces at the top and right side of the search results page. And as a business, your reward for listings here is a much higher click-through rate. And take a look at this. If you're in position number 1 in the organic listings, 41 to 45 out of every 100 people that search for your keyword will click through to your website. If you're in position number 2, 11 to 18. Position number 3, 7 to 14, and so on. Just about any position in the organic listings is better than Google AdWords. Now, while Gary didn't know those exact figures, he knew that getting found in the organic listings on the first page of Google was important. So he signed up for Bazoogle Buzz. With Bazoogle Buzz, Gary was able to find the highly targeted, high-converting, low-competition keywords that he needed to dominate the first page of Google and significantly increase the leads for his business. Gary's experience with Bazoogle Buzz began with an education about the right keywords to target. The term we use is long-tail SEO. Long-tail SEO is about finding the low competition, easy to rank for keywords that people use when they're ready to buy. You see, consumers have a typical pattern when searching for a product or service. They first enter a very broad term and then search again and again as they refine their search and generate results for the exact product or service they are looking for, up to the point where they have credit card in hand and are ready to buy. Those are the consumers you want to be in front of. And the good news is that those keyword phrases, while much lower in volume than broad phrases, convert at a much higher rate and are much easier to rank for. Here's an example of a typical search pattern. Let's say I want to buy a camera. I go to a search engine. I might enter the phrase camera. I then realize that my search was too broad, so I enter digital camera. Next, I'm thinking I really like the Sony digital camera, and then I even narrow it down further by selecting the CyberShot model as the one I like the best. And I may even have specific features in mind. At this point, I have credit card in hand and I'm ready to buy. And furthermore, if I could find it locally, that's great, because my daughter's play is tomorrow night and I really need that camera. So I may even enter a geolocation like Atlanta. Identifying the right keywords is the first step in long-tail SEO and is exactly what Gary did to get started with Bazoogle Buzz. So let's take a moment to look at the simple steps that Gary followed in order to start dominating the search engines. Step 1. Find popular, low competition, high converting keywords that people are using to find your products and services. Step 2. Use those keywords to manually create content to help Google categorize, index, and schedule regular visits to your site to discover new content. And step 3. After your site is categorized and indexed by Google, create your first automation campaign and start syndicating your content to high-value sites for backlinks. And after the first 4 weeks, you can just switch to 99% autopilot mode. Just check your website stats every couple of weeks to review the progress of your campaigns and make minor adjustments. Let's take a moment to look at the powerful keyword tools available in Bazoogle Buzz: Dig, Spy, and Geotarget. The first tool, Digging, allows you to simply enter a keyword phrase that you think people use to find your product or service, like trailer hitches or auto insurance, or in Gary's case, acrylic displays. Bazoogle Buzz will generate a list of the most currently popular suggestions according to Google. You can review this list for relevant low competition keyword phrases. Green means the keyword has the best opportunity to get on the first page of Google. Yellow means moderately difficult, and red indicates that it would be very difficult. As you can see, there are many green opportunities for this keyword phrase, and if you ask Gary, many of these phrases are good targets for his business. These kinds of opportunities exist in every industry and related to any keyword. The second keyword tool allows you to see the data that reveals why your top 10 competitors are being rewarded with top rankings for any given keyword, what their estimated monthly traffic is, and what you need to do to beat them. Additionally, our tool will tell you the exact keywords that are driving the most traffic from Google to their website. And each competitor traffic driving keyword is competition color coded so that you can see which words would be good targets for your business. The third keyword tool, and the one that Gary has used very effectively on automation, is the Bazoogle Buzz Geo-Targeting Long-Tail Keyword Tool. With this tool, you can take any keyword phrase and apply it to a geographic or demographic target. You can enter a zip code and target cities with minimum or maximum populations or number of businesses. You can target the top zip codes or metro areas by state or across the U.S. You can even target cities by a variety of demographics, the top 20 hottest cities, or rainiest, or most obese, or educated, or Hispanic populated cities. This kind of targeting, using your top keywords, combined with Bazoogle Buzz tools for automated and optimized content generation and syndication, is a lethal weapon for dominating the first page of Google and driving highly targeted, high converting leads to your website. Take a look at what Bazoogle Buzz has done for Gary. Gary's main keyword is acrylic displays. For Gary's first campaigns, he targeted cities like Los Angeles, San Antonio, and Pittsburgh. Here's a look at how Gary's doing in Los Angeles. The green highlighted listings belong to Gary. As you can see, he occupies position number 2, 3, and 4, with click-through rates that far exceed Google AdWords. And acrylic display San Antonio is more of the same, with Gary's business occupying 5 of the top positions, with all of the great click-throughs that come with each of those positions. And a final example would be acrylic displays Pittsburgh, 7 more top positions. And what's even more compelling is that we could show you dozens of Gary's keywords and markets with similar results. In a short 12-week period, these highly targeted listings generated leads that produced double the company's annual revenue in new quote opportunities. These opportunities came from being found for over 1,500 unique phrases generated from about 1,000 primary and syndicated articles. This is only the beginning for Gary, and there are many more keyword and market campaigns to launch. These kinds of opportunities are not just available for acrylic display fabricators like Gary. Every industry has long-tail opportunities. Here's a compelling example to demonstrate that. Google gets 97% of its revenue from advertisers. The top revenue maker and most popular and expensive Google AdWords category is insurance. This is the most commercially popular category, yet the BazoogleBuzz long-tail dig tool can find plenty of great opportunities. And there are plenty more great opportunities when we use the BazoogleBuzz geo-targeting tool. If these kinds of opportunities exist in the most commercially popular category, imagine the opportunities for your business. Get started with BazoogleBuzz today and start driving highly targeted, high converting leads to your website.